Dan Wootton furiously hit out at Sir Keir Starmer on his GB News show on Wednesday as he blasted the Labour leader over the ongoing beergate row. Dan Wootton shared his views on the coverage of beergate on Wednesday's GB News and skewered Keir Starmer for focusing on Partygate while simultaneously insisting he had not broken COVID rules. The GB News host branded the Labour leader a hypocrite as he pointed out Starmer had insisted on Boris Johnson's resignation over a similar indiscretion. "One thing first," Dan began. "It's the curry cover-up the mainstream media have tried to ignore for weeks. But Labour's Beers with Keir scandal could now bring down Starmer over his rank hypocrisy and potential lockdown law breaking. So shortly you'll have a special digest on this and then my superstar panel weigh in." After introducing his panel, Dan continued to vent his outrage at the Labour scandal. He said, "I'm going to call it Keir's korma karma. You'll remember that for the majority of the past 5 months, the Labour Party and its embattled leader tried to convince us that the most important issue in the country was Partygate. Even in the middle of a cost-of-living crisis, a once-in-a-generation pandemic recovery and a terrifying European war, Mr. Starmer told us consistently and constantly that both the Prime Minister and the Chancellor should resign because they were presented with a birthday cake in an unopened Tupperware container in the middle of 2020. I was as angry as you about the rule breaking, given the completely inhumane policies the government enacted on us. But there has been no sense of perspective from the political or media class. Until it turns out, Starmer and his deputy leader Angela Rayner were at it as well," he continued. The Beers with Keir event in Durham last April was a far more egregious breach of the rules. And now, treating voters as if we're stupid, Labour doesn't want to talk about Partygate. No, they insist, there are more important issues, despite spending the past 5 months demanding the Prime Minister resign for a smaller indiscretion. Dan showcased footage of the Labour leader appearing on Sky News, BBC and on LBC insisting he had not broken COVID rules. Dan showcased footage of the Labour leader appearing on Sky News, BBC and on LBC insisting he had not broken COVID rules. However, Starmer told reporters on Wednesday, "I have not had contact from Durham police, and I think people are just about fed up with the mudslinging going on." He then hit out at the Conservative Party and added, "They have no answer to the central question, which is the cost of living crisis." Meanwhile, Boris Johnson, his wife Carrie and Chancellor Rishi Sunak were fined by the Metropolitan Police for attending a birthday party for the Prime Minister in Downing Street.